solution for some folks.
Because if we in a situation where the majority of us kind of are practicing it without practicing it, you got 3-4 kids by this woman, that woman, and the third. What ultimately ends up suffering is the kids, right? So one, you if you got 24 hours in a day, and two people technically in what would be a traditional relationship, y'all got 12 hours apiece to kind of split and divide and do things so y'all can conquer things together. If you got 3, 4, that number goes down, so you can theoretically accomplish more, do more, and have a better intact family that can pinch it and be in the gap for each other. As it stands currently, we got 24 hours in a day, and you need 58 because you got to be at this house, that house, trying to run back and forth in this state, that state. Our families all over the place. It's not working, and we need a solution. I don't have the data to support what it would look like because it has not been put into practice fully. But we do need some form of a solution because this is ridiculous and it's completely out of hand and it's getting worse. So
to be clear, you don't feel like this would work at all with multiple men, only multiple women, right?
Yeah, to be clear. To be very clear, gotcha. Yeah. We don't have
cool.
Epidemic.
All right, you almost lost me there. I was just, I got you.
Yeah.
Thanks for cleaning that up, Marcus.
The one letter, right? Polygamy, one letter. So I'm do one word.
You know, Trip is my guy. I really like Trip. Right? He normally, on a normal basis, he normally be on point. I think that he started off with a great valid point because of slavery, we had the slave master has robbed us from our moral ways, our folk ways, our God, our religion, and he taught, and we picked up our slave master's lifestyle, really in reality. And when I say lifestyle, his injustice way of doing things. And because the slave master was what is, he don't even have it in him to be just. So and us being slaves, that is injustice at the root of it. And the very fabric over here, what they set up is injustice. And then if he robbed you from everything, the only thing, and he replaced it with something, he will only replace it with injustice. He can only teach you what he has been, what his actions is. So we took on learned behavior and things that he has given us. So I think that now we can grow up and understand that why we can practice injustice in our own very household, right? Because it was divide and conquer. You lighter, so you better, or you darker, you get back over there. If you lighter, you could be in a slave master house. You wear different types of clothes. Division, you taller, you shorter, you bigger, you skinnier. He did everything to divide us. And with that injustice or with that division, we had this complex, right? Dr. DeGray termed the coin PTSD, post-trauma slavery disorder. I'm sorry, right?
Post-traumatic slavery disorder.
Post-traumatic slavery disorder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which you see everything going on today. So I think he missed the mark, though. You saying gender, I don't think that there's nothing wrong with gender roles. I just think that it's the laziness between our people, the lack of trust within our people because of self-hatred that was in part of us. We worrying about the other person's duty and not even performing our duty at the best of ability, right? So we always pointing the finger because of the lack of trust and self-hatred that we have amongst each other. So and the lack of love. And with that lack of love for ourselves, if you're not loving yourself properly, surely you're not going to love your spouse properly, right? That's why, because you're doing injustice with yourself. So you're going to be unjust to her and she will be unjust to you. So it's a lot that go into that. I would love to go in on obviously, I just want to keep just that little bit just to answer that question. But maybe JR, you can really probably listen back to this formally, and then we can really get into the depths of it because it's a lot that go into that. And everyone knows this type of topics like this is what I really love. Me being in the Nation of Islam underneath the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, we teach the root of the problem of us and give not just telling you about the problem, but giving the right solutions to the problem. But I forego the rest of that. Jones, I know you want to say something.
Yeah, go ahead, Jones.
Yeah, man. Respectfully, man, I feel like everything dude said was a load of bullshit. It was a cop out, and this is why. This is why I'm gonna say it was a load of bullshit and a cop out. We love to make an appeal to history whenever we don't know what the fuck we're talking about, right? We love to make an appeal to history, like an example of like he's trying to say somehow like the reason why we have the type of relationship formats we have today is from slavery and all of that foolishness. Like, yo, bro, people will go through 2 or 3 different religions just in their one lifetime. Like literally, I got friends that were born Christians that became Muslims later in their life. I got friends that were born Christians that went through Buddhism, became atheists for a little while. They was agnostic for a while, then they become Muslim or whatever the case is. So you somehow trying to convince me that their patterns and religious behaviors and how they're setting their structure up, their family, is based off of something that happened multiple generations ago when people actively changed their religious beliefs in the generation they live in. It's a load of garbage. Whenever we love to do stuff like this, right? We like to say, oh, this isn't our stuff. This is the European stuff, right? Oh, like let's say we talk about Christianity or religion. Oh, that's not our stuff. That's the European stuff, right? But then the moment the Europeans take credit for it, what do we say? Oh, but they stole that from Africa. The original Madonna was in Africa. Those are all stories that they copied from other religions. So which one is it? Is it that we got our stuff from the Europeans who conquered us and changed our ways, or did they steal all our shit from us? Which one is it? Was this our system or was it their system? I feel like we don't know, and so we love to use this history word salad to say, oh nah, that's not who we really are. That's what the Europeans taught us. But I thought the Europeans had no culture and they stole all that shit from us. So if they stole all that shit from us, then that is who we really were, right? And you see how the logic goes circular and it's endless. It's completely ridiculous. Like slavery has nothing to do with why people are in the relationship patterns they're in now. People are in the relationship patterns they're in now because of the economics and because of the society that we live in today. Period. That's it. It's because of right now. It has nothing to do with yesterday. You don't. If you're a Muslim today and your mom was a Christian, what is that? That should show to you that all of that is a load of fucking bullshit. No one's keeping the same traditions from slavery. Half of y'all don't even got the same religion your parents got, and half of them don't got the same religion as their grandparents. So it's like people grow, we change, society changes, histories get information from each other, and they exchange and back and forth. And we got to stop this trying to pinpoint garbage and say, oh, the Europeans robbed us of this. All people exchange culture. There have been wars between white people and white people, black people and black people and Latin people and Asian people, and cultures have been exchanged nonstop. As black people, we literally just gotta I get so irritated with like everything where we don't know it. We go back to slavery as if slavery is the beginning of history. There was how come I don't ever hear no Asian people complaining about Genghis Khan and saying, oh well, the reason why we do what we do today is because Genghis Khan conquered all of Asia and Europe a thousand years ago. You know why? Because it's stupid and it's irrelevant. But for whatever reason, we love to bring 400, 200, whatever years of history a long time ago and try to make it like somehow it has an actual impact on today. And it doesn't.